I'm prepared today, you bum ass nigga.
Well, I ain't do the sneak attack today.
Exactly. Once again, I'm here. And another niggas, you already know.
Well, it's good to be back, man.
Yeah.
Back with my guys for like another week or two, then we back.
I know.
Back on the road again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But, we got a special.
This ain't no guest. We ain't doing
No, this is
no
family
guest.
right here, man. This is family. You know, we got my boy J-Boy in the building, but J Miller, go ahead and run that.
This shit feels weird, man. It's been a minute.
It's the Broken Needles Podcast. It's the Broken Needles Podcast with DJ T-Rex, DJ T-Rex, and DJ Millie.
DJs, get it, Dixie, baby. Mixtape assassin.
All right.
Okay. Fucking with that intro right there, baby. Yeah, fucking with the intro. I feel like we're doing something now. Shit, what we doing?
Produced by my boy M9.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, he did that.
So, hey, we back. Episode number 45. I go by the name of the world famous DJ T-Rex.
Nah, man, we gonna start
AKA
the big show.
AKA, I keep that thing on me.
Say, why I choose a bad number to come on? Why the white guy come on? 45. Fuck!
When I looked at that, I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, this is perfect.
Man, y'all know I don't like that.
Perfect. Oh, we got my boy
I didn't even think about that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that
that's
shit.
one of the topics. I
already knew it was going to be.
I really want you to go in.
And I come on number 45.
Because you notorious for putting niggas on blast on Facebook, so I'd be rolling, yo.
Man.
I'd be rolling. We will get into all of that good shit, though, so... welcome, J-Boy, man. It's been a minute. Been one that, but you like when we first did this, we was like, "Yo,
we gotta get J-Boy."
Our first guest, we was like, "Yo, it's gonna be J-Boy." It is when we started talking about having guests. We always said like one of the first name that came up was yours.
Shit, anytime y'all need me, man, I'm a phone.
You got an open door policy on me. If you feel like talking, just send the bat signal out.
Just pull at 9:30. You know where he is.
Yo, real talk. Like I forgot we said 9:30 in the morning, and like when Jay hit me the other day. Or yesterday, and he's like, "Yo, we still good for?" And I was like, "Yeah, bet what time?" It said 9:30. I was like, "Ooh," on a Sunday, ooh.
Like, that's the only time we free.
Yeah, and I feel you. Like, I was just like, because I was literally like, because I even remember I had hit you. I was like, shit. I was like, I'm thinking rodeo barbecue and shit like that. I'm like, bro, I was like, I gotta work. Right. And then I was like, wait, no, we barbecue's Friday and Saturday. I was like, but shit, I was like, damn. I was like, I ain't gonna be hardly on no fucking sleep. Showing up.
Welcome to the club,
hey,
homie.
Man, shit.
Welcome to the club.
Team no sleep on this.
For real.
I remember them days. I'm washed now, but I remember them days.
For real.
We all washed, man. We still faking it, though.
Exactly.
All right, man. All right.
How so, been?
Hey, working, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Like
grinding, bro.
Doing what we can to survive, man.
Exactly. Trying to get on this mic and talk shit, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
My middle name.
No, we know. That's why you here.
As many times I've been in Facebook.
That's why you here. You know what I'm saying? To talk that
know.
shit. So, how you want to start, man? First of all, how was your weekend, J-Boy?
Long, smelling like barbecue.
I wanted to go to that shit too. I always forget about it.
No, you don't. No.
It's not like that?
Bro, like, if you don't mind being around a whole bunch of these 45 supporting motherfuckers.
Really?
I mean, there'd be some, like, there's some, like, there's a mixed congregation of people, but the predominantly people are, like, everybody out there wearing Make America Great hats, Trump pins 2020. I'm just saying, like, and it's hard for me to keep my mouth shut.
We know.
They coming up to my window and shit, trying to, like, getting tickets and shit. I'm just sitting there looking at them like, biting my lip, like, I can't say what I want to say, but you know what I'm saying, like, cause at the store I work at, like, people walk in with the hat, y'all do what y'all do.
Right.
I ain't faking y'all. Not be the only white person that work in that bitch.
Right.
And they like they'll come looking for me, and I'm like, I ordered that. Like,
I'm on break.
I'm a shit right. I ain't helping y'all.
I'm on break.
I ain't here for y'all.
But that's what's up, man. How about you, T? How was your weekend, fam?
Let's see. Gave. It was alright. Last night, the Zodiac party at Breathe, though, we shut that thing down, son. I had a lot of fun. My feet were killing me, though, dog.
Bro.
That's another reason why I couldn't sleep last night. My damn legs was hurting so bad when I got home.
My knees, fam.
Ditto.
My knees was on. Because I did that open house that's from 12 to 5. Literally went home, laid down for like 45 minutes, got right back up and headed to Breathe, yo. So
Jesus Christ. Like I said, I'm washed nowadays. I was sitting in a little bitty ass, like legitimately a booth that's built for like a half of me, but they had two of me in that bitch.
Really?
Wow.
Like you know those little ticket concessions booths that you get at the carnivals?
Yeah.
I was one of two people in that motherfucker yesterday. From 8 a.m. till when I posted that I had just got home. Like literally from 8 a.m. to like 11:45 at night, I was stuck in that box. I was like, bro, I'd rather been at 401 South Frio.
Salute. But yeah, pretty much weekend was the same shit as yours. So
yeah. So how you want to get it started up? You gonna play something first?
Nah, I'm gonna tell my J-Boy story.
Oh,
you know so a couple years ago, and every time I think about this shit, I'll be dying, yo. So a couple years ago, I caught myself trying to step my shoe game up, right? So I actually bought the shoes I got on right now, these damn Team Jordans, yo. I thought I ain't know no better.
Right.
I think J-Boy, I think he know what I'm talking about too. I know no better.
I do.
I know no better. I was like, oh shit. I went to fucking Shoe Pal. I was like, oh shit. I wanted these anyway, so I went and bought them. And so somehow the conversation came up.
That's some True Flights, right?
Yeah, J-Boy was like, nah, those are Team Jordans.
Say, man, my bad, B. Look,
nigga, and it was a Facebook conversation that you was having with somebody else.
Yeah,
and I just happened to be in on it.
Yeah,
and so you know that gif with that little white boy and he starts to cry.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Y'all was like,
hey, man.
He was like, nah, with the Team Jordans.
That ain't it.
Exactly. That ain't it.
That ain't it.
So I wouldn't even get the specific day.
You know?
Wipe the dust off just to fuck with J-Boy. But
like,
I'm telling you, like, I was crying laughing, yo. Cause I'm like, I'm feeling all good and shit. Got my shit. And I think I literally had him like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, those are Team Jordans. I was like, ain't this a bitch?
See, man, like
they could have told me.
I used to be
better.
a lot worse though. Like I used to like take pictures of people's sneakers and like post them on social media. But like, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are these? What are those? Yeah, what are those?
I thought I was doing something. I was like, I'm about to go. I was like, when I was a Shoe Pal, I was like, I'm got a little extra bread. Let me give me some new kicks. Seen them, I was like, oh, I bet. I'm like, these niggas could have told me that shit in Shoe Pals. Like, you know, these are jump mans. Nigga, these ain't.
They trying to get that.
They trying to get that. They trying to get that 2% commission. What are you talking about?
If they'd have told me, because there was another pair in there that I wanted that were really J's, right? But I like these ones better. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little, and I know Tino because he a sneakerhead too, like heavy. Man, it'd be crazy that how many San Antonio motherfuckers be on the Team J's. Like, tough. Fucking Christ.
Boy, them, what is it, the Flight 45?
Yeah, Flight 45s, them Legacy 312s. Like, Jesus Christ, my man. Like, come on. Like, and the bad part is, like, the Team J's be like 150. I'm like, fam, spend that extra 40.
Yeah, get you the
retro.
Shit.
Like, and it ain't like it ain't like it used to be. You know, retros used to not sit on the shelves.
Right.
You can go to any store right now, goddamn, see any damn retro you can find retro for 169 now on clearance. Like, literally at the store I'm at now, like, we got the Tiffany 13s, they 169.
That's what you had on last night.
The all red 4s that came out, the Olympic ones, they're 159. The all black 13s. Them shits was trash. The cap and gowns.
Oh yeah.
Them shits was so fucking like, bro. Anyway, but the Ray Allen 7s.
Yeah, I knew they were sitting. They've been sitting for a minute.
See, my thing was with the Ray Allen set. Like, if they would have added more green to it, it would have been it would have sold. But
if they would have switched if they would have put Ray Allen's number on the back.
Yeah. If they would have put Ray Allen's number on the back, add a little bit more color, like where the color was at, it wasn't gonna be seen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's so they're pretty much just buying a plain black 7. And it's just like, all right, that's not gonna sell. That ain't doing it. And then those whack ass 3Ms, the 7s and the 6s, both still sitting there. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still a retro.
Right.
You
Right.
can get a retro for the price of them Team J's.
Right.
But, you know, I will say, don't walk around South Park Mall.
But yeah, that shit. To this day, I still laugh about that shit, bro.
I got
Hey, my bad.
I got a question for Jay, boy. All right, so is San Antonio ever going to have an artist blow up?
No,
Why not?
Why is that?
because they don't support each other. They've never, no matter how many artists we've had that had the ability, you've had cats like Lil
Matter of
Sin.
fact, before you even go there, I want to give folks your background first because I don't want them to think, oh, he know about all this shit. So, what's your background?
I've been in the game out here since I was 16 years old. Started DJing. Started as a DJ. Eventually became a manager, road manager for Third Degree Entertainment. Back in the day, that was Livola, Lil Ken, Kylie, Marky G, Worldwide, Joe Brown, Lil Tay, and then they were part of a group called Third Platoon. They were a subsidiary company, like a little small entity, kind of like a small Rockefeller was to like Def Jam and shit. You know what I'm saying? They were their own little thing, but you know what I'm saying? They definitely went with us at a lot of places, A-Train and shit. But like I was a road manager, so you know what I'm saying? Like I went to before I even was there, like I was actually living in Houston, like when I really got big into like Texas music scene. I had lived out there for a couple of years, and while living out there, I was actually street hustling CDs at the trunk for Master P with Paul, Cam, Mike, all of them. Like Master P used to pull up to Houston, so when he was talking about like I'm pulling up, like he legitimately would pull up to Houston and go to the big places with trunks CDs to flip his CDs in Houston. You know what I'm saying? He'd give them to us on consignment. He'd come back once a week, get the money, and re-up.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
So like that. So you know what I'm saying? Like I come from the era where you put in work to get your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you was walking around Windsor Park Mall selling CDs for 10. You know what I'm saying? And like people was actually paying for the shit.
Which is now Rackspace, right? That's
now Rackspace.
Right,
Now Rackspace. So
Mall,
Windsor Park Mall, like cats don't remember those days and shit. Like you actually was out there working out. Now you got social media and like you can make yourself seem bigger than you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you can buy likes, you can buy streams, you can buy this, you can buy that, and I just like, and honestly I think that's kind of why I've really fell out of the passion of it because too many people don't have the authenticity of it.
I wanted to ask you why you stopped DJing.
I stopped DJing honestly because my house had got robbed and all my shit got took.
Really?
And I like legitimately like my whole studio, my whole like all my equipment. Like I had a full blown studio in my crib, and like all my shit got jacked. And,
Stop.
And, like, I just, you know what I'm saying? I quit. I was like, you know what? Fuck this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and honestly, and at the time also my grandma was real sick. I had that that was one of my main reasons why I came back to San Antonio. My grandma got real sick, so I came back. I was with her, and I just like really fell out of love with music, you know what I'm saying? Like after losing all my shit, and when I moved back, and then it wasn't. I didn't get back into the scene till my dude Ricky from That Raw. Like he had started, he had started a blogging website.
Oh, and, okay, yeah. I remember that.
And he was like, he's like, you know your shit. He's like, I have an outlet, just you know what I'm saying, speak, you know what I'm saying, just type. And like literally the first post that I made, it was about it was a Soulja Boy one. Fuck, I don't remember what it was, but it got some heavy traction. So much like Vibe actually contacted me, and they were like, we'd be interested in you know what I'm saying, write a couple publications for us, submit them, and if so, you know what I'm saying, you'll be credited.
Right.
And back in that day, I actually had 2 Vibe submissions get actually printed on their website.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I was always doing that. I was on. The one radio with Nika. I did at one point in time I was on 90.7 KROV, you know what I'm saying? Like so I've been on different radio platforms and then I just, you know what I'm saying, after I got back into blogging, I was like, man, I went to my partner like Q, you know what I'm saying? Like cuz I was always a fan of his music and shit. And he had came to me, he's like, man, me and this dude Mr. Wills, like we want you to manage us. You know what I'm saying? Like you know the people, you have the connect, like you have what we need, and we want you to be our manager. So I was like, all right, well, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me come sit down with y'all, blah, blah, blah. And I get to talking to him. I'm like, man, I was like, I want to do a podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, podcast was starting to bubble out, you know what I'm saying? And I was heavy on them, like, listening to the cats out in New York, LA, all this shit. I'm sitting here listening to them. And I'm like, yo, podcasting is fucking dope. Like,
Right.
I don't have to be censored like I do on
Exactly.
fucking like FCC censorships and shit like that.
say
Like, I'm not
whatever
gonna
you
give.
want.
I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. And the fact that you can get it put on every single platform. And so I went to him and I was like, he's like, man, I got another partner, man. He's talking about doing a podcast too. He's like, man, we need to link up. And so me, him, and our partner Polo, we went to Fourth Quarter Sports Bar, and like the pictures on Instagram, you'll see like it's like stacks of cups. Like we literally drank probably like 40-something Crown and Cokes. We was fucked up.
Right.
The next morning, we woke up and recorded the first episode of New Illuminati podcast.
Really?
And
Y'all was one of the inspiration for us.
Hey, and honestly, like I feel because I would say, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people that are doing podcasts now, they always, you know what I'm saying, they're like, yo, y'all set the formula
We
for the
fuck with
city.
y'all. I
You know
fuck
what I'm saying?
with y'all
Like,
heavy,
and yeah,
dog.
you know what I'm saying? Like, because it was always authentic. Like people that like every person that came onto our show, I had a story. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a relationship with
Right,
them.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like you listen to it, like you could hear like I'm having whole conversations, like, and that's the best thing about podcasts because most of it is you ain't gonna just bring no random ass motherfucker.
Right.
You with your
Exactly.
so y'all just talking like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like that's what a format is supposed to be to make it a good format is.
Exactly.
You just with your partner sitting on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like
Natural.
you-
Not
just
forced.
talking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just kind of how it happened. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? We took our first break. You know what I'm saying? We bounced back, did a second season, and then we did a third season. And then you know what I'm saying? I mean, we all family. We still brothers. You know what I'm saying? We still, you know what I'm saying? When we see
Right.
each other, it's always love. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, the formula. You know what I'm saying? It ain't there.
Yeah,
you know?
got you.
It's definitely something that I'm fully gonna bring back. I will be bringing
I
the
hope so.
Illuminati podcast back this year. I just got to, you know what I'm saying, get everything. I got a couple other things that I want to do before I do it, just so I can put my full attention to it.
All right, so,
Right.
yeah, so back to the question. I know we went down a rabbit hole, but I don't give a fuck. This is our podcast. You was just saying about it being a national or like a star coming from Texas, from San Antonio, excuse me.
And before I say there's not, I mean, because I still to this day will say I will put a San Antonio artist against anybody in the U.S. Honestly, we've got some artists that lyrically and they have the ability to go way further than a lot of these motherfuckers that are doing something.
It was a song y'all played, and I'll never forget. And I remember I kept rewinding that part because y'all used to, and I like how y'all did the music or whatever. It kind of stole me off. So
Honestly,
it is
shit,
what it is.
that was IQ. Like that's all IQ. Like we
Really?
at first we were talking about we weren't gonna do music. You know what I'm saying? We weren't gonna. Put
We weren't
it in
either.
there.
We weren't either.
We weren't gonna put music in it. And then like IQ was like, yo, he's like, man, we if we're here for the locals, like we gotta, you know what I'm saying, like get submissions and just, you know what I'm saying, play their music. And so, you know what I'm saying, to be on it, you like we're not gonna tell nobody, hey, we're gonna play your music. Submit it, you got a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I mean, as I showed you earlier, like I still got the emails. There's over 3,200 submitted songs that I just never opened. And
Right.
I'm like, and thing is, like, me or Polo never did it. You know what I'm saying? We never chose the music. The only time we would make suggestions is like if a big artist came by, like when Question came, it was all Questions music. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? When,
right. I remember that
When
episode.
when certain artists would come, it would be just their music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But even then, but for the majority of it, like it would be 2 songs from the artist, and then we would have 3 to 4, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other hot artists in San Antonio that are actually doing something. So, but the reason why I say there probably won't be an artist that'll ever blow up here is because we have people that have the talent. Like right now, the Cat Vision. He's heavy. He's stupid fucking dope. He's got a great team behind him. But nobody, as far as musically here, do you see promoting him? And the industry itself wants to see that the city is behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't get buzz in your own city, you know what I'm saying? Like a thing. And I mean, granted, he does great. Like he does his own shows and like he sells his shows out and shit like that. But don't translate to numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like you can sell the things, but I mean, if your stream numbers ain't up there, like record label ain't gonna come and give you no money. You know what I'm saying? Like so they're not gonna come pick you up. I mean, the kid Blake, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
Blake is dope.
Blake is dope as shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Lil J. He like Lil J. I actually, you know what I'm saying, like I've known Lil J for quite a few years. Lil J was he was PR person for Logic. We both started as like hustling for Scoremore.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah.
Lil J, he went on to you know what I'm saying, do PR work for Logic, and while doing that or whatever, he saw Blake with at the time it was him and his cat named Mateo's son. They were a little group.
I heard of him too.
Yeah, Mateo's dope as shit too. But Blake, you know what I'm saying, like he reached out to Blake. He's like, man, I can make you a star. He's like, I can. He's like, hey, you got the grind for it, you got the work mentality. But I mean, and Blake's doing well. Don't get it wrong. Like Blake's out in L.A. He's doing like he's on what I'm trying to get on. He's on some like real estate type shit. He's
that's
and shit like that.
okay.
He's investing properly. He got a hell of an endorsement from Foot Action and Nike.
Oh wow!
So you know what I'm saying? Like if you went to any Foot Action during an era point period of time, like his picture was in every Foot Action across the nation. And shit.
Oh damn!
Oh wow!
Okay.
That was all, you know what I'm saying, done by my boy Lil J. But I mean, musically, I mean, he got signed to Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the first person to actually get a legit recording record deal from San Antonio. I mean, you've had.
I thought Question had one.
He didn't have a recording deal.
Cause he was with Epic, right?
He was with Sony Cinematic.
Okay.
It was with Sony Cinematic, but that shit like fell through like instantly. Like, you know what I'm saying, Sony Cinematic went away, and it just, you know what I'm saying, it never really partitioned anything. And thing is, they held like the reason why he kind of like fell off was because he they had bought his name, they owned his name, so it took him years. Like, and if anybody ever wants a story of a question, like you can go to the 2 episodes. Like it's a back-to-back episode. Like he tells the whole story. He's like, it took me 2 years to be able to afford to be.
I remember. I remember that.
He's
that
like,
episode.
it just take, you know what I'm saying. And I'm in question
Because I remember sitting, I was like, they bought your name? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe that shit.
When the contracts fell through or whatever, and everything went away, and like they just didn't want to do that department no more.
That's crazy.
They still own the rights to him, so he couldn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all his mix and masters. Like I mean, he's got some songs.
Yeah, because
I've heard like
I was talking to him. He said he got songs with Nip.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, Nip with Crit, all of them. Like because they all signed together. Like honestly, like and. This is a story like me and Nappy, we want to tell one time when we get a chance. If we ever sit down with him, the three of us, like we said Question kind of messed up with like when he did that Dance Like a White Boy song. When he did that song, because 98.5 wanted him to do it because it was a hot thing, like with Soulja Boy doing all the dance.
Oh yeah, and the
shit.
White Boy book and all that shit. Yeah.
So like they 98.5 kind of like helped pressure them into it, and then it's like after he released it against like a label's wishes, kind of. Yeah, that's when it kind of like went away. So I was just like, what
Damn.
So what you think the biggest misstep for Lil Ken? Because he was on fire.
He was on fire, and I mean, Ken's my dude too. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's my guy too.
Me and Ken, like we cool. Like we had during our podcast days, we had a little butt heads. But you know, I mean, Ken's.
Because do you think he messed up when he switched his name to Famous?
Well, that he had to do contractually because of Juan. He had to go to Famous because Juan owned his name as Lil Ken. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, he had to go.
How the fuck can you own a name? That's crazy to me.
Like, you don't read them contracts, man. Like them contracts, they crucial. Like you got like, and that's why I tell artists all the time. I'm like, you got to do everything on paper and make sure you read your paper. Get you an entertainment lawyer.
Gotta get an entertainment.
Gotta
lawyer.
get you an entertainment lawyer because there's gonna be verbiage in that bitch. Like the packs be like that thick. Like you read through, you finna sit there. Be like, no, I'm gonna have them look at it. They go tell me what they're gonna give me the for dummies version,
right?
Because I'm a dummy. I don't know all that legal jargon.
I didn't
go to school for this shit,
right?
So you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna give me the for dummies version of it, and that, you know what I'm saying. Then I'll be able to sign it. But I mean, like that was honestly probably one of the ultimate reasons of the downfall of Third Degree, because nobody really paid attention to their contract. Money wasn't always correct. You know what I'm saying? Like they got some good upfront money. Like they got a nice little advance thing. But the Chameleon actually will talk about, like, if you listen to go on YouTube and Google or YouTube his he had a tech conference and he explained why when he signed his deal he questioned everything the label sent to him. Because they didn't just send it to you; they're billing you for it. Everything that comes to you, you getting billed for. So while Third Degree's in the studio, they're getting billed. So like that's money as can take. Okay, so when we sell these CDs, okay, that goes towards this bill. That goes towards this bill. The video.
So basically, it's just a big front. They just front you everything.
Yeah.
Until they make it back,
and then of course, you know what I'm saying, like they were like when they had a show, they wanted to be fresh, so they'd go to Urban City, get a fit. Guess what? You still got to pay for that fit. You wrote it, like they wrote it down that this is Ken's, but out that back end.
Damn. Fuck
the game is crazy, man. The game's fucking crazy. Like I seen some shit. Like I mean, and the crazy part was the person that I feel fucked up the most is Live. Slim Thug and Rayface came to Urban City with a Boss Hog chain and a contract, wanted to sign him. At the time, Juan was telling Live, I'm gonna make you the front runner. I'm gonna make you the front runner. I'm gonna make you like you are third degree. You know what I'm saying? Like this was after Ken had already left. He's like, you the front runner, blah blah blah, and like so, Live passed up that fucking contract, and Rayface and Slim were like, you fucked up, like you messed up on that one, and then like literally a couple weeks later, Trey K came out with a mixtape called "Don't Fuck with Texas," and it was mixed and it was mixed like DJ wise by Kyle Lee, known as Mixtape Monster.
What?
Yes, and then Juan did an album for Kyle, and he got pushed to the forefront, and Live got thrown to the wolves.
So why do you think like Kyle Lee hasn't really blown like that? Because every show he's on every show, he's opening, whatever, no matter.
You see him all throughout the city.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean, and Kyle's my dog, but Kyle, like, I'll be truthful. In San Antonio, he gets good because he do fuck with the Mexicans, like real tough.
Okay.
But outside of San Antonio, like, I mean, outside of Texas,
right.
like, Hispanics ain't gonna get you there. You know,
because he had a joint he put out last year called I-10.
Yeah.
That shit was fire to me. I was like, this shit is hard, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, he resonates great with the Hispanics, but like I think where he messed up like early on, like, and you gotta think like when Kyle first came, he was on PUC also with Big Roddy and them. So he was fucking with the east side.
What happened to Big Roddy?
Roddy's still around. He kind of more like politics now.
Oh, for real?
You know what I'm saying? Like
I used to love his mixtape.
Oh, bro, man, look, I tell you right now, Big Roddy, hands down. Like, so, give y'all another story.
You good? Keep going.
So when the Beat did their first mic pass, I got the emails I can show. And I just don't have the money for a lawyer to be able to go at that. But it wasn't on no monetary shit. But
right.
My partner Lil Young from Swisher House, he hit me after they did the Hispanic version of the Yahoo Mic Pass down in Houston.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, y'all got some dope party? He's like, why ain't y'all done one? He's like, and so I said, fuck it, you right. So at the time, me and what's the dude name from 98.5? What was the DJ's name? Fuck, I don't remember. Anyway, it was one of the DJs I was cool with, and I had reached out to him, and I was like, hey, give me a meeting with him. I was like, I got a project I want, you know what I'm saying, like I want him to help me with. I was like, again, keyword is help. Like, I'm gonna steer the boat, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna let 98.5 get they chips. You know what I'm saying? And again, it wasn't on no monetary shit. And I've got the email. I had reached out to my boy D-Ray from Beat Mechanics.
Okay.
He shot me a beat. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, I want a simple, very low, heavy, like heavy beat, you know what I'm saying? Like just a simple, because it's just gonna be some freestyle shit.
Right.
So I had reached out to Roddy. Now keep in mind, 98.5 had never fucked with nobody on the east side. Ever.
They still do that. They still don't.
And they still do. You're right. They still don't. But like nobody had fucked with the east side from 98.5. So when they did this first mic pass, and like, so I had reached out to Roddy. I was like, yo, Roddy, I want you to do a hook and give me an 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, no doubt, without a question. And then I had reached out to Question. I had reached out to Young Mav. I had reached out to a lot of them boys, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody was down there like, shit for you. Yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, without a doubt. So we shooting and shit. And I get the thing. And so I reach out to him. I'm like, yo, here's the players that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's make it happen or whatever. And he's like, cool. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We can do this. And next thing you know, like the next Sunday, he was doing like that's when he was doing his little Texas shit on 98.5, and he announced it. He's like all local artists. He's like 98.5 putting together your first SA mic pass, and I'm like, I hit Twitter right away. I said, yo, Ham, get at me. No response. Ham, get at me. The next week next Sunday, he's announcing it again, and so I'm like, all right. Cool. So I reached out to Roddy, and Roddy's like, yeah. He's like, shit. I just emailed the verse to you. He's like, I thought you wanted me on the hook. I was like, fam, that ain't me no more. I was like, that ain't me. He's like, and that was back when you can resend emails and get them back. You know what I'm saying? Like they took that shit away. I hate that they took that shit away. Boy, shit. There's some times I sent some shit. I'm like, fuck. But so he recalled the email. and he sent them this track, the verse that he sent them, but he sent me the original one. Oh my God,
Smoked it.
hey, bruh, like Roddy to me is probably still one of my favorite San Antonio artists.
Really?
Like,
It was one.
He had like the sing songy type.
It was
exactly.
It was one song y'all played on New Illuminati, and I was coming from a gig and I was listening to it, and that shit. And I cannot think of the artist's name for the life of me. And that shit was so hard. I was like, "There's no way this dude was from San Antonio."
Every single person we ever put on
There's
that podcast was from
no. I was like, "Nah, he ain't from here." Like, he was spitting like some real shit. I'm like, "What? Wait, what? Time out."
It sounds like Paul Fisher.
I don't even remember, bro.
Yeah,
I know the beat when I hear
Fisher.
it, but I was like, "Who is this nigga? Like, what
Paul
part of San
Fisher,
Antonio is he
Dollar
from?" Like,
Dollar
he
Bill was
just
the first one to do
fire.
a major industry type video though.
Who did y'all? I've been meaning to ask. Who did y'all intro beat, yo?
Which one? We had two of them.
The one with the Mobb Deep sample.
That was my boy Harold Hits.
That shit was.
Yeah, he's one of my
Secret Society
many in-house
trying to
producers.
keep an eye on me.
Yeah,
That shit was fire.
Like I had sent him all the all the Illuminati. I found all I went and listened to all the songs that I knew had it. Cut the samples out and sent it to him. I was like, yo, put these in the record. Goddammit, I need this shit.
That shit was fire, man.
Yeah.
I know it was a random ass question, but I always wanted to ask you that.
No, yeah,
shit.
that
shit
was my
fire.
partner Harold Hits, man. Like
He still producing?
man, I don't know, bro. Like, he's got some personal shit going on.
That's all good. I get it.
I-
Say no more.
But
I
yeah.
get it.
So, is Nabby gonna start spinning again?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That was one of my questions too.
He'll be back, working on something. Him, Donnie, AOK, Double R.
AOK is fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, Donnie, of course,
Yeah.
you know, without
Yeah,
question, but AOK is fam.
Yeah, when AOK's feeling himself, AOK is a fucking beast, bro.
Goodness, dog.
But like him and then Alley Cat, like all of them, they're working on some shit together.
Nice.
Like basically kind of bringing back that whole trendsetter DJ shit.
Nice.
I'm kind of in the mix on it, but I'm not.
Man, get back in the game,
I
man.
know,
Hey,
man.
man. I thought about buying buying a little setup, like a little one just to play around with
Right.
it. But
I feel
I just don't have, honestly, I don't have time. Like
I feel
that's
you.
key. Like that's the
I
main
feel
thing.
you.
Like I'm not gonna
Right.
have time to like. It'll be a while before I can like legitimately like balance my life out because everything I got planned to do for this year.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be like top of the year before I'd even be able to.
Oh, wow.
look at it,
I
so.
feel you.
So are some of these topics, man?
Yeah, man. Let's roll through this. I know. We got a big Sunday coming up next week. J Boy's real heavy into doing his weekly.
I used to, man, but like after the whole like Colin Kaepernick shit, I stepped away from football for a long time.
Ditto.
This is my first. This
Ditto.
honestly was my first year I paid attention to it.
Ditto.
Okay.
But like, and honestly, like I working at a shoe store. Like I don't get to see like
I feel you.
NFL Sunday very much anymore. So
Which
like,
store you at?
I'll tell y'all off air.
Okay,
I don't
bet.
want people all in my.
Got you. I want to come through. I want to get some shit.
People walk in, they be like, "Oh, you work here?" Nah,
Got you.
I do, but they oh shit, you get discount.
Oh, nah, I don't. I just want to look at the shoes.
My boss be
Fuck
tripping,
the
man. Like
discount.
I gotta set my sizes that I need to be able to buy. They're like, "Oh, what size are you? 13?" Shit. No damn well, my fiance's son, he's a whole size 11, so they could have got it, but whatever.
Right. Nah, bet, do that. 'Cause I
But,
definitely come
who
through.
your picks next week? Who you got?
Man, defense wins championships. That Niners defense is fucking beast, bro. Bosa, that boy, that whole family.
You think they can slow down my homeboy?
Yeah. I think that Patrick he gonna get stopped.
Oh man, that's my guy though. So
I fuck with Patrick. I fuck with Pat, but nah, man, I don't think he gonna be. I just can't see it, man. I can't
do
see
you
it.
think they got enough to slow down the Chiefs' offense though? You know, Tyreek Hill, that's a cheater.
He is. That's a cheat code.
Goodness,
That's a cheat code. But
walking
I mean,
turbo button.
yeah.
yo.
Like,
that dude, he has wheels.
I'm gonna be disrespectful. I actually seen it being probably like 27-17.
That's not a
Really?
bad score.
27-17 Niners. I just see that defense like too stout, bro. Like I don't know. Granted, don't get me wrong. Green Bay didn't deserve to be in that championship game.
Yeah.
That should have been Seattle. Like if it
Easily.
that should have been Seattle. And if it would have been Seattle, I guarantee you Seattle would have won.
Yeah.
because Seattle, like Russ wanted that, but referees suck in the NFL. So honestly, that's one of the reasons why I've really stopped watching football. Also, is because these penalties they be calling some bullshit, bro. Like I played football.
Yeah,
I'm from the hard knock era.
It's like make it too safe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Safe. Yeah.
I don't like this new fucking shit where like you barely touch a motherfucker and flags are coming flying from every which way. Like, god damn, we playing contact sport, right?
I know, right?
I understand. Okay, now if you flying helmet first or somebody, I get that.
So since we on football, you think Antonio Brown is done?
Beyond
CTE records.
Beyond done.
Yeah, that guy, man.
Did you say CTE records?
CTE records.
Hilarious.
Yo,
So tell me, do you think he's suffered from CTE, or you think he's just a complete idiot?
Both.
Or is it combination?
Both.
Right.
Yeah, I think he allowed his success to get to his head, and unfortunately, nobody was ever able to humble him. I think
they say when he was with the Steelers,
he was humble.
They say he was still doing the same thing, but they looked past it because he was producing so well on the field. That he was still missing practices, showing up at the team meetings and stuff like that. And then when he got his big payday, you really couldn't tell him nothing then.
Sheesh.
And thing is, like, I really felt like he needed to be with the Patriots.
Yeah,
like because one. You're not better than Tom Brady.
Yeah, Belichick.
You're not. Belichick is the Phil Jackson of NFL.
I totally agree with that shit.
He just knows how to manage personalities. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he knows how to manage those personalities. I mean, look, he had T.O., he had Moss, he had, what I'm saying? He had some of the biggest tier receivers and shit. And I still say Belichick is definitely gonna be the Phil Jackson of the NFL. Like when it's all said and done, because he knows how to manage egos.
It seems like he makes them humble themselves too.
Yeah,
it's like he's like, look.
Because if you think about it, after they got out of the league, like Moss and Owens, they both kind of chill. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Brown right now,
even Ocho.
Ocho too. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, I just I hope, and I would love to see Antonio Brown back in the NFL. That dude made it fun to watch.
I don't think it's gonna happen, though.
I don't think it is either, but he made the game fun to watch. Like watching him play with Tom Brady was awesome. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For that one game, I was like, bro, like the moment that trade went through, or like the moment that he signed with the Patriots, I was like, oh shit. I was like, I was about to call my boy Gab in Vegas, like, yo, go put $100. I'm wiring you $100 to go put them to win the Super Bowl right the fuck now. Like, I know, like, the odds are going to be great, so, like, it's not going to be that great of a turnaround, but shit, I know I'm going to get something back.
Right.
And I think that, to me, I'm a fan of Tom Brady, the quarterback, you know what I'm saying? I think that, to me, that adds to his legacy. They never really had a dominant wide receiver.
Honestly, he never, I would say, Belichick, like, the Patriots, Belichick is Phil Jackson in the sense of managing egos, but he's also the Coach Popovich. Mm-hmm. He breeds his receivers and his because you think about it, like Edelman ain't gonna be able to fit nowhere else like that. What was the little dude that was there?
Wes Welker.
Yeah, Welker.
And the other one too, Amendola.
Danny Amendola. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like these are cats that like they went elsewhere and they didn't produce.
Right.
Just like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate the Cowboys, but damn it, like. They know how to breed like running backs, like offensive line. Their offensive line stout. Like my grandma could have got behind that offensive line.
And time out. There will be no Cowboy slander on my watch.
Fuck the Cowboys.
My man.
Same energy.
Say a lot of people in the back.
Like look at DeMarco Murray. Mm-hmm. Led the league when he was with the Cowboys. Went to Philly.
He's at curtains, exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that offensive line was stout. Like you were like anybody can get behind that offensive line and run. Yeah. And that's why, like to me, that's why I don't feel Zeke deserved that fucking contract.
Don't do that.
He didn't.
It don't matter, man. There will be no Cowboy slander on my watch. Slander the Redskins.
Look. Why?
We slander ourselves.
I was saying, do you watch them on Sundays? They do that good enough.
Yeah, we don't need any help.
Goddamn. But I mean, Cowboys are about to have a real reality check this summer. Like, y'all can't afford Amari and fucking Dak.
Nah, not at all.
Like, y'all can't afford both of them.
Not at all.
So who do you think stay? Who do you think goes?
Amari goes.
Yeah, Amari's gone.
Yeah.
So you think Dak gonna get the $40 million that he wants?
Stupidly, yeah. Because the
Don't do
Cowboys
that.
are that dumb.
Who else we gonna get to play QB?
I mean, y'all need to wipe and reload. So,
Dak is like, man, y'all.
Dak ain't that good, fam.
He ain't that bad either, though.
He's a winner. I will say that.
He may not be 40 million good, but
He top 15.
yeah, I mean, but he may not be 40 million good, but I mean,
Y'all about to give it to him, though. Y'all about to hurt yourself.
you right. Next topic.
Hey, so did y'all?
I'm glad we didn't have to clown my section.
Next
so.
topic.
I know y'all watched the Aaron Hernandez doc, right?
Yeah, man.
Bruh. That's a weird fucking story, bro.
Bro.
First and foremost, there are so many, like, you always gotta understand, documentaries, they gotta add shit to make shit
Yeah, of course. To sell it,
Right.
yeah.
Like, there was so much shit that I saw in there, I'm like, one, his gay compadre from high school. Fam, if you don't sit your bitch ass down. Like, come on, man, like, no. Like, bro, it wasn't everything, but of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wait till he's dead.
It sells,
he can't say, nah, that ain't true.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean,
And that was like even with the gay lineman they brought in.
Yeah.
I was like, you
For
have
what?
nothing to do with the
exactly.
story, bro. You have nothing to do with the story.
The funniest shit though was when they talked about him going to the store buying Black and Miles to roll marijuana.
Yeah.
Man, me and my fiance, we were sitting there watching it. And I said, we both looked at each other like,
Because it made me think, and it's not like I smoke like that, but I know, like, you know what I'm saying? I know what it is. And I'm like,
I've never known nobody to smoke empty a Black and Miles to try to fill it with a fucking weed.
especially with that wood tip. Pause. I mean, it's yeah.
Ain't no
But
way.
it was a
Bruh.
great fucking doc.
I was like,
ID has
alright.
one coming out too.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, ID has one coming out too, so I'm gonna check that one out as well. But it kind of looked the same as one on Netflix, but I don't know.
It's probably
It's
probably the same shit. Just like the Fire Festival shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they
That
had a
shit.
million fucking documentaries on that one.
I still think with the right investment and the right team on it, Fire Festival would have worked, bro.
Yeah, but man, that's a heavy ass fucking, like, you really gotta, and I mean, clearly there's people that want
That's
it.
what I'm saying. There's a
Like,
market for
there's
it.
a market for it. Like, clearly you had it. Of course, you know, it's some white people, but
They had the blueprint. All they have to do is just follow the business model that Coachella does.
yeah, dead ass, like, but you got to find an island that's you got to find an island that has an airport, like a legit airport.
I think so. I think a place like Key West would have been better, only because it's
domestic,
Right.
So you don't have to pay like a stupid shitload. But thing is, you got to find a island that's willing to handle that.
Right,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these islands, they like their cleanliness and their beautification and
I
shit.
feel
Like,
you
so
on that.
You know
bringing a festival of that magnitude,
Well, all these dumbass Americans, you know,
bro, they fuck some shit up. We know how to fuck some shit up.
What? So, another reason why I wanted to have you on here, man, because you are notorious for calling people out on Facebook when it comes to racism and shit. Like,
Absolutely.
if y'all don't know, but boy is notorious. Like, hey, her name is Karen. She works at this, that, and the third.
Listen,
Call her
these phone
boss
calls,
and
yeah.
tell her the bullshit that she's doing. What drives you?
Yeah, J Boy, he's the Sean King of
San Antonio.
I dig it, but no, I mean it. You know,
What
just
drives you to do
growing
that?
up, man. Like, I mean, you know, what I'm saying, I've always been like, anybody looks at my friends list and shit like that. Like, you gonna see like 1-2 white people.
Right.
Just being around what I was around, I will say, like, back in the day, I did used to use the N word. Honestly, like, I did. Like, it was constantly in my vocabulary. It took a good friend of mine, Eric Kelly, man. He's from Philly. He there was one time I was trying to tag him on Facebook on something, and I couldn't tag him. You know what I'm saying? That was before, like, Facebook allowed you to tag people that you weren't friends with still.
Right.
But, like, I tried tagging him, and, like, I went to his page, and we weren't friends no more. And like this is somebody I was like cool as fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
So you know, so I hit him. Like I hit him on.
Noticing you not friends with somebody on Facebook, but he'd be like, "What the?"
Like you know, like it was just you know what I'm saying because like I'm like,
what I do?
Yeah. So I like for real. Like I thought we was cool. Like we had a friendship. Like you could tell me if I did some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like hit me.
Yeah.
So I hit him and like I was like, yo, fam. I was like, it was good. Like white. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't tripping you in front of me, but like I kind of like would like to know why.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So he hit me. He's like, man. He's like, honestly, he's like, it was. I was going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? With my sister's husband. He's white and like I don't like the dude and like he loves using the N word a lot. He's like, and you were like, it was just a post that you had posted and you had used it. He's like, and it just triggered me. It was kind of like a PTSD type thing. Like it just triggered him. So he's like. He didn't want to spaz on me because of our friendship. So he's like, he just wanted to block it out. So he just deleted me. He's like, I was going to hit you. He's like, but you caught on to it quicker than I could before I could like hit you.
Right.
And I said, bro, I was like, honestly, bro, I was like, he's like, I don't care. Like how you use it, you used it as a term, like how we would use it. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, it didn't bother me using it. It's just, I literally just had a fight with this dude. And the very first thing I opened Facebook and I see this. And he's like, so it was just like a thing that triggered me. So, and I told him, I was like, bro, I was like, anytime like shit like that, like, I never thought like, you know what I'm saying, just because my close people allow it. You know what I'm saying? They you know what I'm saying, whatever, they was cool with it. There's other perceptions. And so from that day forward, I've like it's been white. Like you'll never see it on social media. I can't say when I'm around some of my partners that like you know what I'm saying it don't fly. Like you know what I'm saying it does. I'm not gonna sit here and say it doesn't because it depending upon generally I'll say when I get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like and I get stupidly friendly. Like that's it might fly. You know what I'm saying? But like I generally try to catch myself. You know what I'm saying? I try not to use it no more just because I don't know who else will be around. And if they hear it, you know what I'm saying, I don't want that perception of, you know what I'm saying, oh J-Boy is, you know what I'm saying, such and such. So I've washed it from social media. Like you'll never see it on social media from me ever again. Like I can't say if somebody is bored enough to go down my timeline. Cause God no, I used to post a lot. Like, I used to post 5 to 10 times a day. Now you might get a post here or there a week, but like if they had the time to go down my timeline, I'm not gonna say it ain't there. Like you know what I'm saying, Lord knows if I ever do pop and become something famous or something, somebody's gonna find it.
Some Kevin Hart shit.
You know, TMZ. He said this back in 2011.
Right, and,
but,
and
know, I mean,
my whole thing.
The
was
thing
that,
is, I'm transparent. I will say I used to use it. Like I'm not hiding from it. You know what I'm saying? But I will say it took a good friend of mine to you know what I'm saying say something about it. And that was a good friend, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like no random person. Right. So, for me to find out that, okay, it could bother some people. Right. I instantly, like, I was like, all right, I'll dead it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type
I respect that. I respect that because
if
anybody knows you, and of course, and you looking through the single lens, but you're not looking at the bigger picture. If anybody knows you and knows what you've done and knows how much you've spoken up for us, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? They know that, all right, we may not agree with him saying it, but we know that we understand where he's coming from with it. You know what I'm saying? So like I remember you put me on to that fight that happened at Whataburger with the
with my homegirl Tanae, her daughter.
Yeah, and I was like, this is he's like, and you say he's like, man, I was like, where is this at? He was like, yo, this is San Antonio right off of
7-8.
Yeah, 7-8. I was like, wait, what? You said you was like, so you put me on to that shit. So
I mean, I helped lead the sit-in over at Chester's on Pat Booker when.
That was another one.
I did that one. I've gotten numerous people like I've had emails and phone calls and shit like that to jobs, and I've gotten emails back saying, okay, we've had to release this person, you know,
really,
whatever. Like it's
you notorious for that shit.
I will literally like I'll go to LinkedIn and find the website like, to the president, all the way to the president, and shit like that, get some emails going and shit. Like I just because it's a representation of me. You know what I'm saying? As far as skin color wise, like I don't want I hate that perception. And it's just I hate racism and like that's honestly like my family don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like other than one of my cousins and my mom, my grandma like she was cool. Like she knew all my friends and she knew like all my girlfriends and shit like that. Like so she knew, you know what I'm saying? She was always respectful. But like I had one aunt one time. Like I legitimately I fought her husband. I ain't gonna call him my uncle because he a bitch. But like me and him actually fought because she came over to my grandma's house one day and she was like pissed. She was fuming. Like she had went to go get her hair colored and like she was trying to go like for a bleach blonde, but like it came out real yellow. And she came in. She said, This bitch turned my hair inward yellow. Like straight, like ER, like not even like straight. I went like, and I said, bitch, where? I said because I was like, I could pull you a picture of every black chick I've ever talked to, and I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't none of their hair yellow.
Right.
Like, so what do you mean? And what do you mean yellow like that?
Right.
Like, the fuck you mean? Like,
Right.
and I got in her face, and her husband like tried to say, he's like, better watch how you talking to her. I was like, you can get this word too. Yeah. Shit, like, exactly. Nah, like you don't cut. Like, one, you know who I am.
Right.
Like, you know,
right.
Me. Like,
right.
Don't come here with that disrespectful shit.
Right.
Because if my girlfriend were here right now and you said that, if she would have came beside your head,
exactly.
I would have had her back.
Exactly.
Like because I'm not gonna take that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I call out like shit. If you ever see me post about Trump and all that shit, like I always talk. My uncle hop on the post. His name Richard Thompson. Like I call him a racist. You know what I'm saying? I call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care who the fuck you are. Like you could be like blood family. If you're a racist, you're a fucking racist.
Spade. You're right about that
10
shit.
minutes since you just mentioned Trump, do you think he's gonna get impeached? Like actually removed from office?
No.
But see, impeachment is not removal. Though.
No.
Yeah.
But they actually started the hearing.
Yeah, they're on day 5 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Day 5 of the Senate trial. It ain't getting past the Senate. Like that's run by his people, his cronies. Like that's just about to get dead in the water. Like I saw a meme the other day. They said Trump could literally kill somebody on the Senate floor.
Yeah.
It'll go from a 52-47 split to a 51-48 split. It doesn't. They can't see him doing no wrong. Like, and I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't fucking get it. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess that's our fault too because we elected them senators, and that's one of the biggest things biggest things that I preach for. Like, because Trump being a president personally doesn't bother me on a day-to-day basis. Him does not bother me. I don't like what he stands for. I wish he would shut the fuck up.
Right.
But on a day-to-day life basis, him being president doesn't bother me. But my local representatives, my senators, my congressmen, the judges, all of that shit, that can affect me on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
That's the reason why, like, I'm big on your local politics, your local, like your midterms and all of that shit. We need to get out and vote for that shit because if we take control of the Senate, we take control of the House, we take control of that shit, and we put people that have what we want in mind instead of. And we need to do away with. We got to give them fucking terms. Yeah, you've got senators in there that are lifelong. Like
you're right.
You can't tell me they don't have money in their pockets from these big ass companies.
Exactly.
Like there should be a 4-term limit for them. Like 4 terms. That's 2 years apiece. Right. 8 years. You get the same as the president.
Get the fuck out. Yeah.
Time to get because I guarantee you these companies ain't gonna be able to afford to keep filling the same. Like you can if you got a person like Mitch McConnell. You got him. You can continuously give him $100,000 a year, but you gonna get a new person. There might be a company like you that wants him also. So there's a bidding war now. You gotta do that shit every 8 years. You can't afford it,
right? You know
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so you gotta look at it in that sense. So if we put a term limit on it, big businesses ain't gonna be able to run ain't gonna be able to run America no more. Big pharmaceuticals, they ain't gonna be able to run America no more. You know what I'm saying? So healthcare will get better if we put a term limit. And that's the reason why, like I say, we need to really watch our midterms and our local politicians because with that we get the change we want.
Right.
And with the change we want, we can get the Medicare or the medical better. We can get schools better, like all that shit because all these big companies can't afford it because they're going to be bidding war. You know what I'm saying? Like you like okay, yeah, you pay Mitch McConnell $100,000, but this company told me they'll give me $200. Well, shit, we got to give you $250. Right. Go back to that company. They said they give me $250. Right. $300? Cool. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be a bidding war for these congressmen. And again, they know they're only there for 8 years now.
Right.
So, like, are they really willing to invest that type of money for 8 years and then knowing that they got to re-up again? It ain't going to be worth it. So, these big companies, they'll lose the power that they have. And that's, of course, my vision. I could possibly be wrong.
But it's your opinion. Fuck that.
It just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't see big companies being able to afford to keep paying a different person
and this is why we fuck with J-Boy.
Hey, just to go tiptoe back to music real quick. Hey, J-Boy, do you think Just Brittany missed her opportunity?
What happened to her, yo?
Dead ass, I was just talking to her publicist yesterday.
The only reason why, because I seen that she posted a video on Twitter this morning of her rapping or whatever.
She got a new song out that's fucking fire.
It is fire.
She's fucking,
Really?
it's fucking
But she
dope.
sounds
and,
just like May.
Yeah.
So now it's gonna seem like she
Exactly. Because she could have been.
she been out way
And
before Meg.
so where Just Brittany kind of fucked up was that song that she tried to sue Rihanna over. That bitch better have my money.
Really?
Because she originally had a song and it said this like exact same words, and then Rihanna came out with that song. Bitch better have. So she legitimately tried to use her career to try to go after Rihanna. Rihanna's got Rock Nation.
Yeah, exactly.
She got them lawyers.
Exactly.
Like, you ain't gonna win against Rock Nation, goddamn.
Rihanna ain't got the 444.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You do realize there's a Z after that J.
Yeah.
There's
So,
a
like,
Z after that J.
So I mean, like, you're not gonna. She messed up. That's where I think she messed her career up because
I thought she was
she had
dope.
she had a fire ass song, and I'll play it when we get done so that way y'all can hear like her version, and her version was fire.
Really?
Like, she got her publicist. The only reason why I was talking about her publicist because her publicist gave me she put me in charge of finding a local Hispanic chick because Warren G's producer has the rights to Selena's Bitty Bitty Bum Bum.
Really?
And he remade it. It's just fire. Fortunately, I signed the NDA, so I can't let nobody hear it.
Nah, you good. You good.
Yeah, but the song is fucking dope. So she asked me to find a local Hispanic chick to put on it.
Man, it's funny because we went to my wife and I. We went somewhere a couple weeks ago, and what the fuck was going on downtown? Something, and there was this. I don't know. If she probably Mexican, but anyway, singing her ass off, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is singing her?
They want to rap. They want to rap.
They want a rapper. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I get it.
I got my eye on one. I've already hit her up, and like she's definitely down. So I gotta submit all her shit to Warren G's producer.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, but yeah, so we were just literally talking, and like I brought up the conversation about Just Brittany or whatever because I had interviewed Just Brittany on the One Radio quite a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So like it was actually when she had just dropped her she had dropped that song about bitch better have my money.
Really?
So like I interviewed her at that time. So we were literally just talking about Just Brittany. So for you to bring that shit up is fucking crazy.
Because the first time I heard her when I first got to San Angelo, and I'm like, who the fuck is Just Brittany? And then it was like, oh, you don't know Chief Houston, yada
Young
yada
Money
yada.
and shit like that. With Young Money.
Yeah,
and
and then I heard some records. I was like, oh, she's dope. Like, what the fuck?
She's dope as hell. She got like that song she got with Zero too.
Yeah, I remember that joint. Yeah.
That bitch was fire as fuck too. She's got a good catalog. She just I don't know. Like I think she kind of like fucked up her chances when she tried to do the attack Rihanna. Like she legitimately like made like only reason why she was in a lot of articles was because she was going after Rihanna. And like the internet flamed her ass. 'Cause you ain't gonna be able to go after fucking the Rihanna hive.
That
Fucking Riri.
The Navy is serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was gonna ask you too. We brought up music. Why are we still on this Grammy and Oscar bullshit, bro? Like
Everybody wants to seek. They want to seek attention. They want to get the acclamation.
but what's more important though?
Numbers,
Thank you.
money.
Thank you.
I don't give a fuck about. Awards are cool and all, but that's just a paperweight.
I wanted to get your opinion.
Like,
on that
I mean,
shit.
that shit, like, it's cool, but like, I don't need. I mean, I prefer to get congratulations from my peers more than a bunch of old white people that sit behind desks that don't know shit about the industry,
Facts.
but they just know business. Like,
Facts.
because if you ever go to a record label, like the people that run the record label, they're just businessmen.
Yeah.
They don't know the ins and outs of it. You could take them to a studio, they're gonna be like, huh? Like, what does that knob do? Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're great fucking businessmen. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have the marketing skills. I don't even know if they have they have the money and the resources to pay people to do shit.
Right.
So
Are y'all watching?
Hell no. And it's funny you said that too because I don't know if you ever watched a show called Succession on HBO.
I have not.
Well, there's one scene. Of course, it's a TV show, so it's not real. But it just made me think about something. There's one scene where dude walked in to one of the scenes with some rapper or whatever. Dude walked in and was like, I'm the owner of the record company." Like, "Oh, what's up?" He's like, "No, you're not understanding. I'm like the owner.
Yeah.
Like, let's say Def Jam, then whoever owns Def Jam, I'm that person."
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm like, "Yo, you understand? You not understand what he just said to you? Like, he could dead all your shit.
Yeah.
Like, get him the fuck out of here."
And that's to bring that up, like, and this is what a lot of people get wrong working out, doing like South by and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They want to get attention and talk to these rappers.
Mm-hmm.
I was never that person. Like, when I went to venues, I looked for the weirdest looking person that was in the venue.
Mm-hmm.
That's somebody. And for instance, I went to Live Mixtapes. They had a thing, and Future was headlining. And I walk in, like, and this was when I was blogging with That Raw, and so I had put my my business cards on there, and I had some wristbands. So I was putting them on the table because they had a swag line where you can just put your own shit or whatever. And dude came up to me, Indian dude, some weird looking khaki shorts and cargo shorts, and just a scrunchy ass T-shirt. And he's like, who are you? He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I blog. He's like, oh, word, blah blah. We just get to chopping shit. Next thing you know, he's like, well, shit. He's like, you sound like you know shit. He's like, and he gave me his business card. President of Live Mixtapes.
Oh, wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
President of Live Mixtapes. So for the past 40 minutes, I've just been talking to the president of Live Mixtapes, just chopping regular shit, and like just does not look like he knows anything about hip hop.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? He had the formula.
Business,
he knew the business.
exactly.
He knew the business of it. So you know what I'm saying? I kept in contact with him for a good little while. And this was actually right after we did the 2 Chainz show.
At Just Music.
Just Music.
Right.
So it was literally like it was just after that because I remember because when I driving 2 Chainz around, like I took Cap One to Walmart and I seen him at the Live Mixtape shit, and he remembered like he and I were chopping it up. But so this dude, and I'm like, and so many people, like, if you look at like the cats like Leo Cole, like you look at these dudes, you wouldn't think they're somebody to be like. Imagine going to a hip hop show and you see a cat like Rick Rubin, but yeah, you see 2 Chainz. Most of these rappers are gonna go to 2 Chainz.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a better chance with Rick Rubin.
Exactly.
Let Rick Rubin produce one record for you, see where you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to smoke a blunt with 2 Chainz, but you ain't gonna get that hit.
Nah,
because 2
Chainz,
you got to get clearance. you got a lot of steps you got to do.
Exactly.
And that's what happened. Like the one rapper out of here, out of San Antonio, Chris P. Rest in peace. But he had a record with Kevin Gates. It was a smash record. He paid for it. Like he paid Kevin Gates $5,000 to do the track while he was at South by. Didn't get the clearance.
Wow.
Couldn't do shit with it.
Damn.
And again, that's the reason why I tell people paperwork. You can get these artists all day for a couple. If they happen to be in town, you say, hey, I got $5,000, come spit a verse for me. They gonna take your $5,000 because they gonna spit a verse, but you ain't monetizing off that record unless you pay them labels because they want they cut too.
Of course,
because they know the artist ain't gonna give them part of that $5,000.
Right. Damn,
So you gotta
think about that shit.
You gotta look the whole business sense, and that's the reason why like I took more interest in the business side of the music industry than I did the actual like upfront portion of it anymore, because I could see the business side being more lucrative and you have more longevity.
Right.
So that's the reason why like I got into the business side of it. So
That's damn. I guess I'll stick to DJing.
All right, so what y'all think about Orlando Brown versus Nick Cannon?
First off, Nick Cannon's always been a clown, so I honestly I've seen the memes. I don't know the story of everything going on.
He was saying that Nick Cannon sucked his dick or whatever.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm like,
I mean, I've heard worse stories. So
I'm like, but my thing is why? Like, if it was so long ago, why now?
Why bring it up?
True or not? Why?
Because he knows Nick Cannon. Like right now, Nick Cannon. Orlando, he's a cloud chaser. He wants his name to be relevant. So right now with Eminem and Nick Cannon, like the whole little shit going on.
Yeah,
if I mention this, it's gonna it'll run and I'll get my name in the media again. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be able to get a couple feature, like a couple like you know what I'm saying, like guest spots at a club or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody to pay for me to pay instead of paying me my $2,500, they'll pay me $5,000 to come to the thing because I got my name's in the news for a little bit. But
speaking of M, you already know I'm getting that. T and I have this running argument about M. Right? I think he's severely overrated. Like, what's your take on? Not that he's not. I'm not saying he's not dope.
I'm not saying he's not dope.
I'm not saying he's not
he's not
dope.
in my top 10.
Moving on. Moving on.
He's not in
Same
my top
page,
10.
yo.
Like his ability to flip words is amazing. His ability to do some other things is phenomenal. But I'm gonna put it this way: if he was a black rapper, would he be where he was at?
That's the same thing he said.
If he was a black rapper, would he be where he was at?
Nah, no, I'm not crazy.
Have we all listened to Mad Meets Evil or
Bad meets
Bad Meets Evil?
Yeah. Royce
carried.
Royce
carried Eminem that entire fucking album.
And Royce is such a loyal dude. He won't say anything.
No, he won't. But
won't say-
he will ride for him.
He will
Like,
say Marshall. And I get
but
it.
you know why?
You know what I'm
Because shit, that's the money.
Yeah.
That's
That's the paycheck.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
get it.
why would you fuck up the money? Like, I mean, shit. You know, the people know. I mean,
And-
I'm not gonna worry about Twitter world.
And you're the perfect person for me to ask this question. My boy Lambo, he goes by Lambo Joe on Instagram. We having a conversation about Drake and Jay-Z, right? So shout out to him. And I said I'll bring it up on a podcast because he said it was a Hot 97 post saying what would Drake have to, or has Drake surpassed Jay-Z?
No, fuck no. Where? How?
Thank you.
Where and how? 'Cause,
Thank you.
What
Thank you.
What have you established? What have
Thank
you
you.
established?
Thank you.
What artists have you put on?
Thank you. And my thing is this though. You're looking
I mean,
at,
if you look at what Block Boy J,
You're looking-
what has he done after that one record?
You're looking at record sales. You're
I don't
looking
look at record
right, No, I'm
sales,
talking about
fam.
him.
Oh,
I'm talking
okay.
about Lambo. I'm
I don't
talking.
look
You're
at
looking
that
at
shit.
record sales. You're looking at hits, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, you're not looking at the conglomerate that is Jay-Z. Look at
Drake appeals to females.
exactly. Look at Jay.
And of course,
Look at it.
I'm notorious for being a Drake hater. So
I'm not.
I'm probably biased on this situation.
And
Like,
I'm not-
I'm not a wheelchair Jimmy fan.
I'm not. I'm not a Drake hater. I'm a fan of Drake the rapper, not the singer.
Yeah, the rap. See, same here. Like his best album is if you're reading this, it's too late.
I'm a fan of the
think
rapper.
so?
Yeah, he rapped his ass off.
Take-
And I'll take this.
care.
Nah,
See, he liked that singing shit.
I don't like that
I
singing
fucked him up when
Fuck
I
that
did
shit.
my Drake impression too.
It's hard for me to listen to my guy,
I
man.
fucked him up.
Every time I hear Drake
You keep saying.
like, all I hear
Am I lying, Jay? I ain't playing for real. Hi,
there would be no more Drake slammed on this podcast, man.
Hey,
But if
we can slander the Cowboys, we can slander Drake. Goddamn it.
Exactly. Now when he raps,
That's like they're pretty much the same caliber.
Right.
Like shit, you bullshit.
Exactly.
Cowboys and Drake is right there together.
and when he raps, hats off, hands
I mean,
down.
but
I can't.
And
I ain't
the
argue
bad
with
part
shit.
about now with the rap and shit, and I mean, don't get me wrong, we all know everybody uses like they all have writers.
right.
It's just he does not want to accept the fact that he uses writers, and that's what annoys me. The fact that he's not willing to accept, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, we got a team, like,
Right.
let your team eat.
But
Like if they had whole like reference tracks.
and his and that will not hurt his fan base.
Oh, of course not.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the fan base don't know music.
And that was another part of my argument. I'm like, to me, you can't even compare the two because they're just two totally different artists. I don't see Jay singing, "Girl, you look good with your back that up." Like, no, I don't see Jay, and I don't see Drake spitting the PSA. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Did Drake ever try to come out with a PSA? Look, I'm shutting Twitter down for today.
Exactly. So
4 p.m. in Calabasas.
that's his PSA.
Yeah.
That was fire, and that 6 a.m. in Toronto was fire too. But
I don't think I remember the Calabasas one.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's fire. I'm not even
I'll go
gonna
listen
front.
to it.
That shit is hard. I'm like,
But
damn.
I like
But-
honestly the only Drake song right now that's saved in my my Apple Music category right now is the one with Future right now. That's the one song.
Life is good.
Yeah, life is good. Yeah, that shit is hard.
And that was only because I like how when the beat switches and Future murders that.
Yeah, that shit is hard. But anyway, I just wanted to ask that
Oh,
question. I'm like, they
hey.
can't even be compared.
Before I forget,
What's
we
up?
gotta bring you we want to all get together before March Madness start. Remember how we said we wanted to do?
Yeah, we supposed to do that shit. Yeah, we're gonna do a hip hop like a real sit down list. Food, baby, a little bit of liquor. To just sit down and just like, look, if we're gonna be here all day, we're gonna be here all day, and just write the shit out who we think our top What top 50? Or top 25?
It has to be 64.
64, and
Yeah,
then you gotta bring. Then you gotta do the 32. Then
Yeah,
the 16.
yeah. That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. So if you're available, you know what I'm saying.
know.
We'll
I'm down.
we'll give you plenty of time to, you know what I'm saying, to lay it out.
Towards the end of March would be best because, of course, middle March is South by. So.
Yeah, South. Yeah,
That's fine. Even if it's after March,
Yeah,
it's over with.
we said we're gonna have like there's certain people.
I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah,
I'm definitely down for that.
Like some wings and shit, and just sit down and write all that shit out, and then just go.
It was like discography, impact,
Yeah,
lyrics, and
it was discography, impact, lyrics, and fuck, what was it?
I forgot.
It was four
See,
elements.
and that's where one of the things that's gonna hurt me because Big's my all-time favorite.
And that's cool. That's cool.
He just
cool.
didn't have the discography for it.
Right, and we said too, we was like we can't really people that pass like Big L and Big. You can't really hold that against them because
they like
you know what I'm saying?
They had just like really just kind of really
Right.
just started, but
Right.
that the amount of storytelling in Big's words, fucking phenomenal.
right.
So
Like,
the way we wanted to do it is have like North, all East Coast rappers,
right.
one, all South rappers, Midwest.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I can see now that makes it fun.
Yeah,
Because like
exactly.
you
Oh,
got
it's gonna
two-
be
you got
it's
two
gonna be an
regions, then
argument.
you got,
It
like,
might be some
West
friction.
Coast.
You may have Nas and Jay-Z.
Exactly.
In the
Exactly.
32.
Yeah.
You know
Exactly. So yeah, we want to do a real
like
real deal, Holyfield like breakdown.
I got
You know what I'm
to
saying?
I got to start making my list.
Exactly.
I got to start now.
So
Yeah, so we just we'll always just put names in a hat or something like that.
just start drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be shit. It could be Fab can be one seed and Jay could be like the 16th. Just depending on how you pull out.
And see, and then when you get it down to discography, you got artists like Game that has an amazing, you know what I'm saying? And you don't even think about that shit. You like, damn, Game ain't really dropped the whack album. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You have to really think about that shit. What album you thought was whack of his?
I don't know if I can say whack. I just don't like Game. Like I'm not a huge fan of Game.
Really? Why not?
He name drops too much for me.
It does get redundant. I can't.
I
Like,
mean, I
his
understand that.
continual
I understand
name
that.
dropping is just like, I ain't fam.
But the way I look at it is like that's his shit.
And I'm sorry, this new album, he's got a lot of Nipsey influence.
Yeah.
That man was riding the beats like Nipsey, like something crazy, fam. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
I understand
yeah.
you mourning, but damn, don't try to be. You can't be the blood Nipsey, fam.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I totally
he had way too much Nipsey influence,
I
on
agree
it.
with
And
that.
which is cool because I understand that was your boy. But
Right. I agree with that. That was one of our past podcast topics. Talk about damn Game, and we get it.
yeah, you
get
miss
it.
him, but damn,
Yeah.
you sound like a whole Nipsey right now.
exactly.
I want to give a salute to LeBron, passes Kobe, third all time on the scoring list.
So I mean, it's cool. There's no surprise. Like there's no it's LeBron.
I actually read my dude. He plays for the Globetrotters, and he made a post today on Facebook, and he said, "Would LeBron be better than Jordan in Jordan's era, or would Jordan be better than LeBron in LeBron's era?" I said, if Jordan could play physical ball like he played, Jordan would be better in LeBron's era.
Definitely.
I was like,
Against
but
the zone too?
yeah. I was like, but Jordan has to be able to play physical ball without these bullshit ass weak calls. I was like, LeBron can play, but like LeBron would not be able to go into the paint
He
back in the days.
He get frustrated.
He like you ain't going into against Dikembe, like Karl Malone, like
The damn Pistons, yo.
bro. You're not going in the paint against them like that. Like I understand you say what 6'8", 280,
Legit too.
like you're almost like we understand you're a freak, but Akeem ain't having that shit. Karl Malone finna hit you in that lower back with that elbow.
With that elbow.
Like,
Big ass spine.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
Like
your
you
whole
going,
spine up, yo.
you ain't going against Ben Wallace, Rasheed.
Fuck your whole spine up, yo. And
Yeah.
and that's the thing I always said too. Like Jordan had to face so many double teams and all that
Yes.
kind of stuff. He had to worry.
That's the reason
you
why
know
he was
what
able
I'm
to make
saying?
his team better.
That damn zones and the zone and the shit the way you can play defense now or the lack thereof.
Yeah.
Man, he probably averaged 50, man. Easy. Easy. 25 from the free throw line.
and I guarantee you, majority of it would be all from within 16 feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Jordan would make these fools look stupid. Right now.
Yep.
I do want to say, keep these guys in your prayers. Delonte West for number 1 and Chandler Parsons number 2. I don't know if you guys heard about Chandler Parsons.
Yeah, the
he was,
DUI accident.
Yeah, he was leaving practice. And
Oh, it's practice?
yeah, he was leaving practice.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
And
that.
got hit by a drunk driver.
Oh Jesus, man.
And
Yeah.
his career's
Yeah, he's on the line. And he was just getting back from the bullshit, too, because he's
Yeah.
hurt for a long time.
Man, that shit like gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, he was just getting back
I
from
hate
the shit.
I hate hearing when people lose like what they do. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Off some
yeah,
dumb
that's the
shit.
part that sucks.
And
Yeah.
I know y'all seen the video that was circling around about Delonte West.
Nah.
Man.
Bro, like it's hard because like I really don't get on social media.
Nah, you
I'll
good.
be, yeah, I'll be on Twitter more than anything now.
Fam, it's crazy.
Yeah, he got into a fight
It's got to be mental. You got to have
in
mental
the
issues.
streets of D.C.
I thought it was Dallas.
I heard about it.
They
No, I
said it
heard-
was D.C.
Oh.
No, yeah,
So I've heard Dallas,
I heard about it, but
DC.
I ain't read about it. Like
Yeah.
I saw an article.
He looked
yeah.
bad, bro.
Yeah,
He looks bad, bro.
Yeah, it looked real bad. So keep that man in your prayers. Let's see what else. They came out. What do you think is the world's favorite superhero movie all time right now?
It's funny you had brought up superheroes because I had a question about that shit.
All right.
But all time?
Yeah.
Avengers?
No, Black Panther
Word?
is number one.
I'm about to say, yeah,
number
in the world.
one in 48 countries.
Well, we got kicked out of Wakanda anyway because we're not black. We Native American.
I know. Bro. it was fun while it lasted.
Nah, but real quick, I watched The Matrix yesterday, right?
Okay.
1 and 2. Yeah. Not yesterday, but Friday. Who's better, yo? Who you got? Superman or Neo?
As far as what movie?
No, just superhero. Who would you pick? Superman or Neo? Because Neo can fly now and shit.
When they made Neo fly, I was
pissed.
I was
Why,
done.
yo?
I was done.
Yeah.
I was done.
Why?
Because I liked him when he was just like
badass.
knucking and bucking right there.
He's still knocking the bucket though.
Nah, man, he was never meant to fly, bro.
Come on, son, it's the
That
Matrix.
That shit was whack. That shit was
Yeah,
whack.
man.
Yeah, the
Y'all
third
fucked
Matrix
up my whole
was
argument,
horrible,
man.
bro.
What?
Like you see, they're making it like he's dropping the fourth one.
Yeah, say John Wick. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, trying to get that bag, but no, I'm not interested in seeing that fourth Matrix.
I'm
I'm gonna see it, but
exactly.
but I watch damn near every movie because I can see it for free on my streaming service.
Exactly.
Which one was Morpheus in? And he was giving that speech, that long ass speech. That speech had to be like,
Two.
oh my god! I was like, dude, wrap it up, B.
Yo, Lawrence. Hey fam, we're done. It's time to go eat.
I'm like, if somebody don't come pull the plug on this dude's mind.
Man, y'all ain't no fun, man. Fuck up my whole topic. But anyway, so you're picking Superman then.
Superman trash too, though.
Yeah, both of them trash.
Y'all niggas ain't shit, man. Fuck out of here. Next topic, man.
But to say the top 5 movies in the world or whatever is Spider-Man was 2, Captain Marvel was 3, Deadpool was 4, and Wonder Woman was 5.
Shout out Deadpool. I fuck with Deadpool.
Hard, heavy.
Yo, if
Heavy,
I were
yeah.
a superhero, I'd be Deadpool.
Heavy.
Now me
Minus all the
talk all the shit that I want, knowing damn well I can't die.
minus all the references though. Some of the references you can miss me with that shit.
Yeah, true.
Hey, I do have
Miss me with that
another
shit.
question though. All right, so of course y'all know who Jeff Bezos is, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So he
I just got a package from him yesterday.
I just got one this morning. So he allegedly cheated on his wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what would you find out if the one that you cheated on with is the one who ended up?
Tell him.
She sent the messages that he had sent to her brother. Then her brother ended up selling the text messages to the National Enquirer. That's how all this came about.
Well, I mean,
money talks, man.
And then that's why his wife got awarded $29 billion.
yeah, half.
That's a
half
drop in it. But he'll make it back.
He's probably already made half of it.
Exactly.
He didn't make that.
And he ain't
Did you see
paying
Christmas time?
Exactly. He ain't got to pay taxes on the shit, so
Yeah, I was like,
he
geez.
probably make it back. It's just foul. But money talks though. Probably should have paid him off.
First off, he fucked up.
Yeah. It is what it is.
So are y'all interested in watching this Harvey Weinstein doc that's coming?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be in the same.
Because I'm telling you, you already know.
R. Kelly.
You already know. I need that same energy I have for Bill. I need that same energy for Mr. Weinstein, son.
They ain't gonna do it.
Nope. You see Janet Dickinson that did it twice.
Yeah.
She said twice that, I fabricated some of that shit. She said it twice, bro. She said it once in her book and she said it in like another interview or some shit. So that's saying all that fire and all that bullshit you have for Bill, keep that same shit for Harvey, yo. That's my attitude.
Yeah, I
about
just
it.
read this morning one of the chicks from The Sopranos.
Yeah, Annabella Sciorra.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said he raped me. Like on stand said that shit.
What
Jesus Christ.
That boy, he used to send chocolate to the people he raped the funnel or whatever in the shape of his dick. I'm like, what type of time you on?
I'm not laughing because that's not funny. I'm laughing in disbelief. So let's get that disclaimer out there right now. That shit is
I don't have a comment on that one.
fam.
Out here.
Like my thing is this. I'm always about like family members.
Yeah.
Like if something happens, if that was my sister, I'm fucking Harvey up, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thoroughly,
On site.
like you know what I'm saying, fam. So my thing is like, where's the uncles? Where's the dads? Where's the brother? I mean, and maybe they didn't say anything. I get it. You know what I'm saying. But even now in the Walker, as soon as I seen them in court,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Putting the beat, hands, feet, elbows, headbutts. And I was watching the matches yesterday, son. I learned some new shit.
Oh, you know. You learned it damn man.
Say
I
he
learned some new shit. For real.
That's basically all I got.
That's all you got, man. Let me play a couple of these tracks I got. J-Boy, you got anything you want to add, man?
I appreciate y'all having me.
No, we appreciate you
man.
making a time, bro. Shit.
Hey,
I
man.
know that's a long trick from
Yeah.
I pulled it up in the GPS. That shit said 39 minutes. I was
like I'm still in San Antonio.
like dead ass. Like from where I used to live, that 39 minutes got me to Austin. Shit.
Yeah, you are your bullshitting. Yeah, hell
I could
yeah.
hit South Congress by the time in 39 minutes.
Exactly. This track is called All I Want from Jada Trez. Artists, when you're sending us your tracks, please know that we pull your shit up in Serato. Make sure your shit is labeled properly because your fucking name is not on here, yo. So I don't want to go bounce back between emails.
ID3 tag your fucking records.
Say it again.
ID3 tag your records,
Exactly.
please. When you're saving, when you're exporting your track, when you're bouncing your track, it has a thing called the ID3 tag that you can simply put in there. You put your name, your title of your record. Make it simple. I don't like, man. It's so simple. Like it literally asks you, do you want to tag your record? Tag in the record instantly. Just anytime it bounces into anything, you play it in your car, it'll automatically pop up on there.
Thank you, sir. So this is by Jada Trez, I believe. It's called All I Want. So we'll see how this shit go.
I might have had the wrong person on today.
Nah, you good. We had the right person on. At least it ain't mixed bag. You know this ain't my song at all.
I struggle with what ifs. All in my mind, you be running like trips. And our love is a cliff. Are we hanging up this? Like we never forget. Wiping your tears, I was likely to slip. I held out my hand, but you didn't have grip. Put in the time, it was too late to fix. Shoulda gave love much sooner than this. Boxing you win, but you truly a gift. I see that you win when others get pissed. They can be jealous, go lie about a kiss. Switch up their stories, a pride is a twist. If I did, would I truly say this?
Jada Trades. Nah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Don't go breaking up. Lost your trust in us. Having too much fun. Lost the fun in us. I will run, scared of love. I was Sean, you the only one. Close to none. Don't you say you
know us, B.
Cause all I want is you.
I don't like it. I mean, it's cool, but it's my vibe.
I like that chill shit.
All I want is you.
I won't lie, his voice sounds weird on record, the beat, but I can vibe with it.
Yeah, so that was Jada Trez with All I Want. All I Want.
I like that record.
I did
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
Hey,
And-
he's at the clean.
Huh?
Did you send a
I think so. Check the email. That's exactly, J boy. Hey,
Where them shots at again? Jesus Christ, that man.
Check the
damn email. Hey man, you sound like me. Cause that's what I used to have to do. Shit, like, y'all go check that goddamn email. Why am I the only one?
Bruh. No, Millie, you gonna post? Nigga, you can post too. What the fuck?
No, because
Say, I'm on the side on this one, B.
Because, yo, I just want you to post so I can just go ahead and copy link, repost. I'm done, man.
I did my part. Like, shit. This next one is from your boy. Man, I forgot his name. The dude he played that freestyle from. Another one I didn't tag his damn track.
Ooh, HD? HD94?
Yeah, HD.
HD94?
Yeah, HD94. This dude is dope, though. HD94. It's called Cash Money Rules. So here we go. Yeah, that's probably more my speed.
Okay, daddy.
Death is your designer. None of my niggas never seen a comma. You know we put all our hope in our baby mamas. Cash never rule, we get slang bottom. There's a graveyard of niggas in front of the Louis Vuitton store. There's a graveyard of niggas in front of the Gucci store. There's a graveyard of niggas in front of the Hermes store. There's no shame in these gatherings, so buy more. Materialistically speaking, could be misinformed. The shit that they buy by which they can't afford. There's not a way the urge for niggas to try on. We negatively impact jealous cats if not torn. Not even if so, a logo affects the info. Let them shine, get them fresher than a corner store mid-toast. So niggas tiptoe, corner you off, drew you out this close. Calls for niggas who buying their life. Like familiar with their worth until they shoes scream a price. Make one cloth purchase, your designer lives twice. And it's real, with those within the field. Just be the victim that a level was concealed, not revealed. Providing stability, don't possess no wills. Ignoring his bills, is designer really worth passing down in your will? Your ignorance is lucrative, your footwear, prove it is. Go! Death is your designer. None of my niggas never seen a comma. You know we put all our hope in our baby mamas. Cash never rule. You can slang, but I done been around.
Yeah, so that was HD with Cash
God,
Money
they should have
Rules.
just kept the
Yeah,
break.
that break was fire. So
He's very, very, very Jay-Z-esque.
his freestyle,
very...
this freestyle he did, that shit was. It was
from here?
Heavy.
Nah, he's from Brooklyn. I think.
I would say that's very East Coast influence. I fuck with it. I mean,
Yeah.
people fuck so. I love Texas rap, but I can guarantee you, I'm probably an East Coast kid more.
Fam.
I'm more of an East Coast fan. That's
it took
my
me
bloodline.
Being a DJ to fuck with Texas rap, only because I saw the reaction they got, and then I was like, oh shit, it is kind of dope. Like to have me just sit down, listen to some shit. It wasn't the Ghetto Boys.
Okay, I got a question for you. Man.
What's up?
Give me y'all's top 5 Texas artists.
Shit. I'm going first because I don't be stealing mine. Scarface.
All right.
I fuck with. I used to fuck with Big Mike. Big Mike was my shit, yo.
Yeah.
What he said? What was the song he had?
The swinging thing.
Yeah, swinging things. Yeah. Big Mike. Slim Thug. Bun.
I'm gonna kill you on something on that third pick in a little bit though. I'm gonna educate you.
On Slim?
Yeah.
Okay. Bun. And I don't know shit about Texas rap, so disclaimer. Bun. Let's see. I got Scarface, Big Mike, Slim, Bun, and I couldn't tell you a fifth to be honest.
Okay, I can respect that.
All right. Of course, Face has to be number one.
That's gonna be another argument during that March Madness, bro.
Yeah, big time.
That's gonna be a fucking
Anybody
fight.
that doesn't have Scarface number 1 in the Texas region, kill yourself.
I'm talking about overall though. It's gonna be a fight.
Oh, it's
bro.
gonna be hard because shit, Face is undefeated.
His discography is
It's crazy.
not to be slept on, yo. But my bad, continue.
Yeah, Face, Bun, Chameleonaire.
I forgot about Chameleonaire.
Maybe Paul Wall, and just like to throw it out there, somebody's kind of underground. Magno.
You heard?
See, I don't know nothing about none of that shit.
So, number 1,
Okay.
Uncle Face.
All right.
Number 2, Slim Thug's Rider, Killer Calion.
Oh, time out.
It's on
Enlighten
record.
me.
It's on
Enlighten
record.
me. Really?
Yeah, it's on record. Killer used to write most of the Slim shit.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
Well, that nigga's on my top. No
That's what I said,
disrespect, but you
I'm
got.
gonna hurt your number 3
Nah,
feelings.
you got it
Yeah,
right. You got. To me, you got it right.
Yeah.
You got it right. That's my thing.
Killer
You got it right.
Leon, Chameleonaire, Magno, and ESG.
ESG, damn it. Cause my shit, Put Your Hands Up is my shit, son. That's one of my top.
Yeah.
Fuck a region. That's like one of my top songs. Period. Yeah.
Hey, do yourself a favor. Look up Magno's collection plate.
Yes.
Mixtape.
How it
Magno,
sound?
you
You know
heard?
I am with sound, bro.
Bro.
It's
No.
Magno, you heard?
He
He's
was
from
a-
Swiss House.
Yeah.
It was all professionally done.
Okay.
He
that
was-
sound good.
He was signed to Clues Desert Storm.
Desert Storm South.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's what's up.
And he spit.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of that shit I can't fuck with. No disrespect.
Magno.
I just can't
hard,
fuck
bro.
with it.
It's the same dude who was on Straight Off the Porch.
Straight off the porch and back on the streets again. From
Big
Sid.
Sid.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I had to hear it again.
Bring it up.
My favorite song from Big Sid was
Cash on Deck.
no, not Cash on Deck. The one with that had Killer Mike on it. Streets Love Me.
Oh yeah, the Streets Love Me.
Yeah.
But this next one is from Vicky Ivy. I believe it's a gospel song. It's called Calling His Name. She's from Dictator Records. So this is Calling His Name by Vicky Ivy.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things
Yes, we play everything.
Not
So we
sing.
got rock songs, country songs,
we all been through.
whatever. You send
We all been
Send
through
me
in our
free.
lives,
No, you don't.
and you have to have faith that the Lord will see you through. You know His name? His name is Jesus. So let's call on Him. Come on. If you're feeling burdened, or your life is filled with so much pain, yes, all you gotta do is, yes, come on, Vicky, bring it home.
So much stress on my mind, I feel like I'm alone. I need to talk to someone.
Can you get?
God on the phone?
Yes. I
need some wisdom right now.
right now,
Please, Lord, just
show me how I can make it
show me how I can make
through the
it.
storm, Lord. Come on.
I'm calling.
If you're feeling burdened, or your life is filled with pain,
Yeah, that's how was Vicky Ivy with Calling His Name. Artists, just know that when you send us music, it's not for us to really give an opinion on. Yeah, we talk shit. We say we like it, we don't. But it's more for our listeners to say, yeah, we like this one, or no, we didn't. We don't really put much emphasis on our opinions. It's more about you all's opinions. So, with that being said, I need to give a quick shout out to my boy DJ Special J 910.
What up?
Make sure you catch him on misfitsradio.com every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern for his midday special mix. Also, tune into us, the Addicted Crew DJs and Mixtape Assassin DJs, live every weekend on the Live 365 app on the Blast Radio. So, J Boy,
I want to put y'all on like one of my favorite freestyles from Magno.
say less. Now, we'll plug you in.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
What shit? My fault.
No, you good. Plug you right on in, homie.
I ain't got it.
You got the iPhone.
Oh, sorry.
Shit, hold on.
Play it.
We gonna make it work. Hold on.
What's it on? I can see if I can bring it up.
That piff. Pull up
Is it on
Razak
YouTube?
Boot.
Oh shit, is it on YouTube?
It might be.
Let me see. I'll look it up right quick.
Razak Bootlegger Special 1.5.
I don't mind. Shit, this is our podcast. Do the fuck we want. Magno. Yeah. What's it called?
Type in Razak Bootlegger Special 1.5, and the track is called This Time This Year.
Bootleggers. Let me see something. Oh no, I explain up all kind of bullshit.
Magno.
It's a bootlegger special.
Here. Can either one of y'all plug in? Cause I can send y'all the record.
If you send it to me, I'll fucking I can pull it right I'll pull it right from my email. JMI. I want to hear it.
What's your email?
JMI. LLIE05
right.
at Gmail. You see Lupe trying to get in Slaughterhouse?
Yeah.
I don't think that'll work.
Check your email.
I don't think that'll work at all.
You got the balls.
Yeah, but it ain't Joe though. You know what I'm saying? It ain't which
track number 19, This Time This Year.
All right. Track number 19.
Thank you. I want to thank y'all for attending the Greens Point Open this afternoon. Thank you. What up, Cooper Razak? Serena and Venus, eat your heart out. I'm on the tennis court, baby. Yeah, this time I'm upping up the revenue. Last year, past collection plate like a revenue. This year, I'm calling it the new print. About to teach you MCs how to drop some new shit. Who's the best? You know what the method is. Not him or him, and his flow's repetitive. I'm so bold, I can flow and leave a bar ride. These niggas know I'm cold, they hoping that I thaw out. Y'all been sorry for old foes like Ruben Stutter. I slide a snitch on his back as if I'm using butter. And that chick that you with, yep, I used to cut her. I still got a speech impediment, I used to stutter. But I can flow so cool, yet I'm so old school. Even hoes know too. Karaoke or I wreck Pro Tools. Man gets a record. I'ma make moves on you squares, this is check, yeah. I don't give a damn, drop a freestyle lecture. 25 lighters on my dress, yeah. Pull up, compress, yeah. That be the beans. If I make money, break it down with my friends. Split it with my kids, yeah. That's how we stack it. Sitting sideways, screens watching Judge Hatchet. Around side in the lacquer, they say it don't matter. But when she send the gavel, you gon' hear my trunk rattle. So, hold up, let me switch it back to lyrical. I can't be forgotten like an old time spiritual. I'm looking up a little. My wallet's doing a Monica Lewinsky impression. Sucking up some bills, I'm cutting up them deals. I don't want when niggas using every track I bring hat like condom distribution. Yeah, and I can show you how I do it. Shawty wanna ride in my 7-7 Buick. They get excited when they see the coupe roll up and how the roof peel back like a fruit roll up. Yeah, and when I flow, they be like, dude, hold up. Cause I rip the music just as if Screw showed up. Yeah, cause after all, he started this, man. So we gotta keep it going. We the artists, man, and that's real. Magno, CEO Wildlife Records, New Print and Stoves. Yeah.
Where he at?
Shit.
After
Mike Jones fucked him over, who knows?
Yeah.
Damn.
They used to ride together.
Hard.
That was hard.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Magno is my top in my top
Really?
five. So when you said Magno, I was like, all right, all right.
He used to call himself. It was a light skinned dude. Sid brought him
Kirko?
Not Kirko. Marcus Manchild.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Manchild. Yeah, I forgot about him.
What happened to him? Yeah, nobody knows.
Man,
Shit, what happened to Boston George?
He switched his style up, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Then
He was actually from Louisiana originally.
Oh, really?
Marcus
I thought he was from
Manchild?
Houston.
I think he was originally from
Really?
Louisiana.
Because he was dope.
Yeah.
I was like, he's dope. But it's funny that when he said 25 lighters, and you being a DJ, I had to ask you this. I want to ask you this question: why do songs like that work so hard here in Texas?
It's a classic. Like that's if you play a Texas set and you don't play so the songs you have to play if you play a Texas set: 25 lighters,
Right.
Southside, Mo City Dawn Freestyle,
Yes.
and Bar Baby. Not Bar Baby. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. If you don't play them 4 songs, like I'm not gonna pay attention to you. Like
Really?
those are 4 Texas records that need to be paid.
To me,
Bar,
my
baby.
opinion,
That's my favorite Big Mo song right there.
I don't like that song.
Baby.
Really?
The bar, baby.
I don't like that shit.
Baby.
I played that shit in the fourth quarter one night. I was like, this shit is trash.
Ah.
My bad. Is just how I felt about
who
it.
ain't heard.
I could fuck with it, but I asked because I always feel like that's cheating in a way because it works everywhere, yo. Like there's no thought, there's no like creativity, nothing. You just
No, work smarter, not harder.
I'm wilding. If I'm wilding, tell me I'm wilding.
Wilding.
Yeah.
I'm wilding. All right, it is what it is. Then fuck it, I'll be wilding.
But episode 45 is in the wrap, so we're gonna call this jump.
I don't know.
Fuck Donald Trump.
44 plus 1.
Or we could just do FDT. Fuck Donald Trump.
All right, there we go.
Fuck it. Thanks, boy.
FDT it is. Episode 45 is in the
Exactly.
wraps. I want to say once again, thank you to my brother.
Yes.
Jay boy, man, it's good catching up with you, fam. I
Absolutely.
haven't seen you in a
Absolutely.
minute.
Shit. I'm
So-
trying to remember last time.
Shit, probably
It's been-
South by.
Yeah. And that was 2 years ago, right? That was when we were standing when we went to Fader.
Yeah.
Seen in the line of Fader.
Yep.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but it's real good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man, for real.
Peace and blessings to you and yours.
Open
man.
invitation, bro.
Appreciate it.
Open
Appreciate it.
Congratulations
invitation,
on your
bro.
engagement.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
To your
Appreciate it.
lovely, soon to be wifey, man. So I just wish you the best, and I want you to. You inspire me, man. So
appreciate that.
all the things you like, I've seen you do throughout,
Yeah.
and continue to
Facts.
do. It's been nothing but
Part of the reason why
man.
we
I
here,
appreciate
son.
it. Appreciate
Part
it.
of the
So I
reason why we
Appreciate
started
that.
this
so I want to
podcast.
give you a roses while you
Yeah.
still
Hey,
here. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's one thing we got to do as human beings. Give the roses to the people that deserve them when they're alive. Don't wait till they pass, because like the shit that's happening like with Nip, like with Blueface and Whack, like that shit's so true. Like y'all are taking away this man's roses. Like he wasn't an inspiration to the whole fucking West Coast. Even before he passed, like the dude. If you can't tell me you making a whole situation to bring all your people and give them legitimate jobs, get them out the hood, and you ain't gonna call them a legend just because they finally went platinum on a record after he passed. Fuck, bro, like I'm sorry, like to me, legendary status is what you can do for your community and what your community does with you.
Facts.
Exactly.
So, like, I'm gonna taking from the words of John Kennedy. Don't ask what I can do for, or don't let.
Ask not.
Ask not what I can do, or not ask what my country can do for me. What can I do for my country?
Exactly.
He takes that and took it to his community to heart.
Big time,
Like
bro.
you can't tell me that man didn't do that, because that right there is a true inspiration of what you should be doing for your community.
Big time.
So I mean, he took what he did, invested his own money, built a conglomerate of shit. And like, I mean, the man was buying buildings and putting his people to work inside, opening businesses in his neighborhood. Like, you from the hard sides of California, Los Angeles, like Compton, like, and you putting in you willing to put money and
Exactly.
open like
Into the
strips,
hood.
and you opening
Yep.
businesses, and you allow your
Hood.
people to open businesses in your neighborhood and
Yep.
hard neighborhoods.
Yep.
Like most people would be afraid to invest in that
Exactly.
area, and you was willing to do it.
Exactly. He could have easily took his money elsewhere.
Exactly. He could easily went to corporate America with it.
Exactly.
Could easily went to.
And truth be told, probably would still be here if he
Yeah.
did. You know what I'm saying?
Probably so.
You know what I mean? Sad to say, but truth is truth.
So yeah, definitely we got to learn to start giving our flowers when they definitely do.
Yeah,
And I
man,
greatly
but-
appreciate y'all.
Nah, we appreciate you for making the time, bro. What's your socials, man? You give out your socials.
The names _Jboy. That's gonna be pretty much you. If you type that in any of them, you're gonna find me.
Bet.
I don't follow back on Snapchat. Snapchat is strictly just for personal.
Feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like Snapchat is where I get to be who I want to be. Like I don't have to do business on there. Like I can legitimately be myself with
Right.
people that I know. So
Right.
it is a block page. So if you send a request, you won't get added if I don't personally know you.
Right.
So, but other than that, like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the names _Jboy with an I, not a Y. So
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming out, man. Again. So
All right, go ahead. Do you? Where they send the music, all that shit.
yes, artists, please send the music to Broken Needles Podcast at gmail.com.
Where?
Broken Needles Podcast at gmail.com.
let me give y'all a PSA real quick. If
What's
y'all
up?
are gonna send music, don't send your whole album. Send 1 to 2 records, your favorite, the records that you want worked.
Right.
Send those 2 in one email. If it's too big of a file for some reason, which I don't know why it would be, but if it happens to be too big, make a Dropbox link. Send 1 email. Don't send
and give access to the damn Dropbox.
Yeah, don't make it a private Dropbox where I gotta submit a request to get, because the moment it says that, I closed it and guess what, your email's done. That's if you send me a block thing to where I have to request access to it,
I hate that shit, bro. I hate that shit. But yes, artist, send it to the Broken Needles podcast at gmail.com. Do not send it to my personal email. I'm gonna stop giving it out because 9 times out of 10 I may not get it because I get a bunch of bullshit in there that I don't check. So send all feedback, topics, etc. Send it to the Broken Needles podcast at gmail.com. Follow me, DJ J Millie 05 on Instagram and Twitter. DJ J Millie 05 on Instagram and Twitter. So T-Rex.
Follow me, DJ T-Rex. If you don't know how to spell it, just look at my laptop.
All right. Also follow Broken Needles podcast on Twitter and Facebook and on IG as
M9,
well.
do your thing,
M9.
man. We'll get the hell out of here.
Yeah, we got the wireless for you this time, son.
It's your boy M9, Manuel Huddleston on everything. M9 on YouTube, Manuel Huddleston, SoundCloud, Manuel Huddleston, Instagram.
All right, man. So,
all right, episode 45 is a wrap. I got to
J-Boy, appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Yeah, I got to start moving and shaking, man. Damn, we're almost 2 hour mark.
Oh, well, wrap the shit up, nigga.
All right. And we out.
Peace.